Oasis in California, including airfare and tickets. And that's not all. You also get a pair of front row tickets to see Cage the Elephant at the Baycare Sound Clearwater on September 17th. Don't wait. Visit theboneonline.com now to find the location nearest you to register. From 102.5 The Bone and Neutral, keep it tasty.
This is where you earn your money.
The Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Congratulations, winner. You'd won $1,000.
No freaking way. That's awesome. This is Karen from Bradenton, and I just won $1,000 from Calta's Summer Vacay Payday.
The Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Keep listening to The Bone for your chance to win cold, hard cash. 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
And now it's the Mike Calta After Show. With your host, Johnny B.
That's how smooth sailing from here on out. Shut up.
We're doing it. It is Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. This is the Mike Calta After Show. I am Johnny B, and I am not alone 2 days in a row, hanging out with my friend in seat 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Corey Cardinal.
Yo, this mic is broken.
Yeah, it does that. Yeah. Well, most it's there. So
that explains a lot.
Yeah.
He did have a hissy fit yesterday.
He was in some sort of way.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, man. When you don't want to do something, man, you know, you have you know. 800-771-1025. Johnny B. Tampa on all social media. The Corey Cardinal. There's no E between the R and the Y. It's a C-O-R-Y Cardinal. The Corey Cardinal. Also, we'll have in about 20 minutes TM Powell. You can go ahead and start following his social media, and that's easy. It's TM Powell Media. So go ahead and do that. He'll be calling in, discussing the brand new Jurassic World Rebirth movie, which, got to be honest, Corey, looks pretty good.
It does. Like, I didn't... This movie, I haven't seen many trailers for it, and the one that I saw a couple days ago, I was looking forward to it. That's why I was wanting to go to the pre-screening Monday, but I was sick and I didn't make it. So I immediately reached out to my son and I go, we're going to watch that this weekend.
Yeah, the last couple I thought were kind of caca.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always like that. Jurassic Park, amazing. Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3, so then Jurassic World comes through, and Jurassic World was a good reboot. It was still not as good as the original,
right?
And then it started getting hokey or whatever. But I'm looking forward to just the world being overrun with dinosaurs rather than one little ass park.
Well, that's what I've been expecting the whole time, and I guess that's what we're getting this time.
Because that's like at the end of one movie, I remember they land on a ship at like L.A. or California, like that's somewhere where the dinosaur then wakes up, and I'm like, oh, the next movie, it's good.
Right.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, and I remember, and I know this is not apples to oranges, but when COVID broke out, I remember saying, well, it's in China, and they got one case in Seattle. I said, but and I compared it to Jurassic Park. I go, dude, it's like Jurassic Park. I mean, they can contain it to one island, right? Like, it's not like, there's pterodactyls flying around Atlanta, like this thing, it's going to be like that. And I was like, see, and then it made me think about Jurassic Park. I go, see, if these dinosaurs were anything like COVID, they'd be everywhere. We'd be walking around with dinosaur masks on, and Sam's Club. It'd be crazy.
And even though I've seen every single movie, if tomorrow they opened up a Jurassic Park, I would 1,000% be there.
Would you go?
Oh my God, yes. Are you kidding me?
I
I would
don't
be
even-
there so quick.
What kind of insurance would you need to have on a park like that?
I will sign any waiver that I need to. I don't care. I will be there for the grand opening.
I would want to look at dinosaurs the same way I like to look at tornadoes, from a mile away. Like, I don't want to
close as
be
possible.
inside the tornado.
As close as I used to want to be a weatherman, and I wanted to be a storm chaser. Like, that was the thing that I wanted to do when I was a kid.
It is cool.
It is awesome.
Yeah. I remember, and it's a legitimately like dangerous like activity because people die every year chasing storms. You see these stories of like these scientists, and they're like, yeah, their storm chaser vehicle got hit by a tornado, like an F5, and it sucked them up and threw them across the state. So when you see guys out there like Mike's weather page, he's out there in his truck and he's got all his computers in it and all that, and he's driving right into hurricanes, because that's why you do it. You do it, because you're reporting.
Yeah.
It's a journalistic thing, but it's also the adrenaline and everything. It's like, I'm going into Iowa. I'm driving to New Orleans. I'm like, Mike, buddy, just stop in like Biloxi. Like, what are you doing?
Dude, he is doing what I wanted to do. Like, because like he had a full. I'm assuming he had a job, a real thing, or whatever. And this was like kind of a side thing. And then at one point, he was just like, "I'm just going to do this." And,
Yeah.
And now this is all he does. And,
Oh, yeah.
dude, that is something I like. I was just watching his update. He's on the Margaritaville cruise, and he's giving us updates
I saw
about the tropical storm that's about to happen over here. Like. That is what I would love to do. Just wake up every day, look at the weather, and be like, "Hey, this is what's going to happen."
Yeah, I feel like regular meteorologists probably check his page and they don't say
Probably,
anything.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they go on there. I don't, maybe not like Paul Delgado, but like I would say like the smaller markets, and they don't have all the technology that they don't have the cool Dopplers and all that stuff. They probably just go to Mike's weather page and then they get on their stupid small market Waco, Texas station or wherever they're in, and they're like, well, here's what we got going on here. And they're just regurgitating what Mike said.
But that is so awesome that he's like, "Oh, I'm on CNN, I'm on the Weather Channel, I'm on," like he's everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
he's living the dream, man. He's living my dream.
Good for him, dude. Good for him. And he's a big fan of the Bone, so it's good.
Yeah.
He did leave me hanging, though. I was driving across the state a couple of years ago. I had a gig in this club in Boca Raton, and they had some system that was coming across the state, and they were warning of nocturnal tornadoes, which sounds real
Terrifying.
Yeah. So basically, that just means tornadoes at night. So you can't see them, and they're rain wrapped because there's this giant like squall going over the entire state. So I like messaged him like, I don't know, something like, "Hey man, I'm driving into Boca Raton. Should I be worried or something?" And then he just left me hanging. I'm like, I hope I don't die, Mike. I'm sure if I was Drew Garabo, you would have answered me immediately.
Right away.
But I'm the nighttime guy, and you're like, oh, the nocturnal radio host needs help with nocturnal tornadoes. Why don't you kick nocturnal rocks, fatso? It's fine.
I think that was a direct quote.
I'm just imagining that's what he yelled out while he was drinking a beer, and definitely not in his truck while that was happening. Can we congratulate a winner of the vacay giveaway? Karen Weaver, big winner right here from WHPT 102.5 The Bone, won that $1,000. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Bradenton Karen. I hope you're out at the beach bash flinging around all that cash, Karen.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Good times. Phone lines are open, 800-771-1025. You will not be seeing Mo do comedy at the beach bash. We have another update on the schedule of events that's going to be going on, and I'm in there for a couple of things.
Yeah.
And I was excited about everything, but Mo and I are different kind of creatures when it comes to that. Like, I was at the meeting, Mo was at the meeting via Zoom, and he just kind of sat back in a cut and listened, and like we all did.
Right.
I still have the enthusiasm of like a 19-year-old promo kid. When it comes to like,
Just want to get out there and do whatever I can.
when there's
Right.
events going on and stuff, even in, a man in his 50s, I've been, on air for 12 years. I still, we got this big event with all the listeners, and I want to do whatever I can do to enhance, everybody's experience. And if I'm there and I have skill sets, I'd rather be used than not be used. Obviously to a limit. I mean, don't have me like working 12-hour days or anything like that, you know.
Yeah,
but
you're not actually on promo.
But I mean, that's what I said in the meeting. I go, look, I have a particular set of skills. Do you need me to do comedy? Do you need me to sing? Do you need me to run a poker game? Do you need me to cook omelets at the breakfast buffet? I can do a lot of stuff, you know, like whatever you need me to do, you just point and I'll be there. And so the schedule came out, and it has me scheduled to do 10 minutes of comedy before Pitbull Toddler.
Yep.
Perfect. I've actually opened for Pitbull Toddler before, and it didn't go well.
No.
I ended up destroying this lady that heckled me right out the gate for the entire time I was on stage. I got the whole crowd chanting the C word at her.
Tell me that was the owner of the bar.
Huh?
Tell me that was the owner of the bar.
I wish, but no. This is a place like way out in like I don't know, near Port Charlotte or something, but it was like a big bar, and they were doing a gig, and the owner of the bar used to play poker in Sarasota when I was dealing there, and he's like, hey man, you want to come open up for Pitbull Toddler? I'll pay you on the side. And I'm like, yeah. And then right when I went to start my set, you know, I'm like, hey, what's up everybody, blah blah blah. This girl right in the front, she goes, nobody wants to hear you. We're here for the band. Just shut up and bring the band up. And I was like, well, now I got to destroy you, you know? Yep. So I just went in on this lady like the whole time. And she's like, I make more money than you. I'm an accountant. And then the more she talked, the more ammunition I had. So I was just like, I gave her like my entire set. And like I said, I ended it with me chanting, having the whole crowd chant the C word at her. And I remember Galvin talking about it that next Monday on the air. He's like, yeah, we're all in the green room, and I hear the entire crowd chanting the C word. And I'm like, I don't know if Johnny's doing well. We should probably get out there.
That's so great.
It was fine. But yeah, no, so I'll be doing 10 minutes in front of Pitbull Toddler. I'm also going to be hosting something on the pickleball court. I think it's the big beer pong game.
I think so, yeah.
So,
because I mean, basically, we're gonna have all those summer games or those beach games out there,
yeah,
and then kind of just have a few people, you know, kind of mingle in and mingle out.
Yeah, I think it's like me and Pap Saturday early afternoon at the pickleball court. He's going to be there for an hour. I'll be there. We'll probably cross over. I wanted him to call the giant beer pong Johnny B's balls, but that's not called that in the thing. But we could call it whatever.
Yeah,
we
can.
Want.
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be fun. Like if anybody wants to come play with Johnny B's balls at 1:00 at the pickleball court, that's where we'll be.
I'll be there.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff going on. So the schedule, it's really neat. There's really no gaps. There's maybe 1 hour where I didn't see that there was something like an activity planned, and there's a lot of stuff. It's multiple things going on all at the same time, and then there's pool, like the big pool. Everybody's going to be there at different times,
right?
And, so the whole thing, it's really really cool, and it's still not. That's still like not written in stone.
It's still a breathing document. Yeah, like we're still kind of adding stuff in last minute or you know, making changes as we go. And I know one of the things that we had mentioned is like, even though let's say you're on the schedule to be at the pool from 2 to 3, like you can still hang out beforehand, afterward.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what everybody is talking. Like even Monica was like, I day drink. Like that's what I'm going to do. Put me at the pool and I just want to drink. So like, that's people are just here to hang out and party, and that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, the schedule is just to make sure that, you know, we're definitely going to be there in that time, but being there before and after, that's going to happen also.
Yeah, so that way you could look at the schedule and go, I really want to see JP. I don't really get to see him all that often. I want to see Johnny B and I want to see Monica. And you look and go, okay, well, I can be at the pool at this time and see all three of them.
And then you're going to see us all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, if it says I'm there from 3 to 5 and then you're there at 7 and there I am, you'd be like, what's he doing here?
Yep.
I'm here.
Just hanging.
Yeah, I'm just floating around the pool like a big fat buoy, you know, with beers. And, that's going to be the hardest part for me. Not doing comedy, not singing, all that stuff I love to do. That's the enjoyable part. The hardest part for me is going to be don't get too drunk. Yeah. And I was very good on the cruise.
Same. Like, and I feel like I will definitely be good this time because I'm going to basically model what I did after the cruise.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too far out there because we have to go until midnight.
Yeah.
So like Saturday, for instance, I'm going to be up with Cernak making sure that everything's ready first thing in the morning. So we're going to be up at 7 a.m.
Oh, my God.
And going from 7 a.m. until midnight, 1, 2 a.m. Like we're going to be going nonstop. I might have to take a little siesta at some point in the middle of the day, but
I'm going to be up
gonna be
early every day just because I'm used to getting up early every day. And I told my wife, I said, probably get up, right at sunrise and walk the beach, just have a nice little beach stroll, grab I don't know what, if they have everyday breakfast there. Do we know that?
I know they have a restaurant bar there or whatever, so you can run in and grab some food. And they're like, yeah, we'll have plenty of it there. So.
Yeah, because I'll need a good coffee every morning, like a really good coffee. So if they don't have that, then maybe there's something nearby I can go snatch. Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, something like that.
Right.
And then maybe a nice, bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, to start the day off. Nice walk a couple miles on the beach, get the blood flowing, go back to the room after a good coffee and breakfast, take a nice hot shower, and then look at the schedule and be like, what are we doing, baby?
Right. Let's get it.
Let's drink and swim, and have fun. It'll be great. But Mo said he's not doing comedy. He was scheduled to do 10 minutes the first night. Mm-hmm. I think he was scheduled right before Matt and Zach, right? Yeah. And if you look at Dizzy's story, Dizzy being the fine journalist he is, man,
Dizzy knows what he's doing.
He captured the moment. Dude.
Dizzy knows what he's doing.
He's good.
He is great.
The guy has really blossomed. He really has.
Man.
But he captures like such a moment in time, like just this. I don't know this. I'm trying to think of the proper.
Like it's perfect.
Like I don't know, like lost footage type of profile of Mo in John Brennan's office, and he is just going off, like not angry, but he is going off. He's like, it's funny because the first thing you hear is, all Mike Calta has ever done for the last 10 years is trash my comedy. I'm like, I think he's done other stuff too. There's probably some other content that's been in there. And he goes, so, if I'm going to do comedy, it's going to be in a comedy. I'm paraphrasing. I'll do it in a comedy club, not in front of a bunch of punch drunk.
Sycophants, I think is the word he used, sycophants.
Something like that. And he's like, I don't do comedy every night. I'm not Johnny B., which I was flattered for him saying. But I get what he's saying. He does comedy once a year. I do comedy all the time. And I do it in every kind of atmosphere you could think of, from bars and parties. And I did a birthday party in somebody's living room a couple of weeks ago. Like, just give me a microphone, and I'm ready.
Do your thing.
So he was like, I'm not doing it. I'll do the trivia. And he's like, I love you. I'm not doing it. Then he yelled the N-word out in the whole building, which I guess is fine, I'm not going to do it. But so he's not doing comedy. So I don't know. Like, yeah, if he's not comfortable doing it, I get it, man.
Right.
But it's 10 minutes, man. Like, Mo's a smart and witty guy. He could have got up there and just did crowd work for 10 minutes, not even material. Just
it's all radio people.
Yeah, just it's all Bone Fam. You could have just went out there, and we know some of these people on first name basis. It's like you could just work the crowd, and I might even do that some. I mean, depending on how many drinks I've had, but. I'm here to say right now, for you, Corey, and for Mike Olivero and John Brennan and anybody listening, Dan, Melanie, anybody listening, I will do most 10 minutes. If you need that 10 minutes filled, I'll do two different 10-minute sets, Friday and Saturday. I'm there anyway. I will bite the bullet for my man Mo, so that he doesn't have to get up there and embarrass himself in front of a bunch of punch drunk, what do you say, dickheads? What do you say?
Sycophants?
Sycophants?
I feel like the word I heard sycophant.
Is that a real thing?
It's really a word, yeah.
Oh, okay. His lexicon is way more vast than mine. Sycophant.
Person who acts. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't sycophant.
Is it a slur towards white people? That would be awesome if it was.
Ubiquitous? I can't even pronounce that word.
I bet Mo can.
He probably definitely used sycophant then.
Oh, see, he pulled the damn word out of his damn lexicon. Mike Calta Aftershow. Who the hell are you?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hi, man.
Hey, is Corey there?
Yes.
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Got a little dagger in my heart I got to pull out from you from yesterday, my friend.
Uh-oh.
What about
told me to send you that very nice, beautiful, long email, and I did, and you kind of ghosted me, brother.
I am busy, but I did also reply this morning, guy.
Okay. Huh?
I said I am kind of busy, but I did also reply this morning, guy.
Yeah, bud.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, dude.
Well, then I'd have to say that I am a grown man, and I will apologize to you, sir.
All right.
I do apologize.
No worries.
But I just want to let you know that you guys are doing a great show, and just keep up the good work.
Thanks,
Thank you.
dude. Appreciate it. You want to do 10 minutes of comedy on Friday?
We have an opening.
The 18th? It's wide open, baby. Let's take a break. When we come back, TM Powell is going to be calling in the hotline. He is our movie critic. He's your movie critic. He's the best movie critic. He has seen Jurassic Park Rebirth, and I'm excited to get his full take on it. And I may have something to say about 28 years later. I saw that Sunday night at the theater. Oh, I don't know how I feel about it. TM liked it. I don't know. There's a lot of ding-dongs. Big cliffhanger. Should have been called 28 Ding-Dongs Later. We'll talk about it when we come back. This is the Mike Calta Aftershow.
It's the Mike Calta Aftershow on 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. Featured cut of the day. Sponsored by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. The Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app. 102.5 The Bone.
There's no such thing as a fender bender when it comes to motorcycle accidents. More than 80% of crashes result in catastrophic injuries. Injuries that require experienced attorneys ready to fight for you. We are, and we will. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
For 4th of July savings that are red, white, and huge, shop Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This weekend only, you pay what we pay with employee pricing for all during the 4th of July sales event. Get 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 90 days. Plus, scan the QR code to enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500, all during the 4th of July sales event. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry-Ohm. Tampa is on country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
This 4th of July is going to be a blast. Open a new free checking account with Mid-Florida Credit Union online or at one of our 60-plus branches now through July 6th, and we'll give you $400, along with cashback debit card rewards. No hot dog shortage, no ringing in your ears, no disappointing duds. So get yourself $400 and put a little green into your red, white, and blue. Boom, go the Benjamins. Mid-Florida. Insured by NCUA, 0.00% annual percentage yield. Terms and conditions apply and must be met within 60 days.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Our huge 4th of July celebration is on at every Crown Automotive dealership with star-spangled savings on the new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV you need. We're loaded with inventory, but these very special Independence Day offers are good through July 4th only. That means you only have 3 days left to save like never before. Hurry to our huge 4th of July sale and let freedom at the Crown Automotive dealership of your choice. The better way to buy and service.
Because we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see lots of lawyers' ads. Most seem to be bragging on results, but are they true or misleading? For example, in some cases, a firm may try a case even though the at-fault party has no lawyer, then brag in the ad about their results. My son Matt got one for nearly $50 million, but we never collected one dime. Some lawyers may say they got a result even though they were sitting second chair at a firm like mine, and even though they had little to do with it. Happens all the time. All that glitters is not gold. At Morgan & Morgan, our results are real. Visit forthepeople.com and go to settlements and verdicts to see for yourself what your case may be worth before you hire a law firm. Do your homework. Fact check. It's easy and too important not to. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
People today want quality. They want something that's going to last.
International Diamond Center owner Keith LeClaire talking about the difference between a handcrafted designer ring and the overseas knockoffs you see at most jewelry stores.
When you come here, you don't have to settle for a cookie cutter ring that's being made by the masses.
It's true. IDC has been chosen by the top bridal designers to be their only authorized retailer here. Names like Tacori, Verragio, Simon G, A. Jaffe, Henry Dawsey, and dozens more. American-made rings of the highest highest quality and lasting value.
We're able to offer brands that other jewelers tried to get over and over and over again. These brands are known, respected, they deliver a quality product for a fair valued price.
So you don't have to compromise. At IDC, you will always be guaranteed a real, natural, rare diamond showcased in a handcrafted ring with exceptional craftsmanship. It's all part of the IDC experience.
People here trust us because we are the real deal.
International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Celebrate red, white, and big savings now through Monday at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit CrownHyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24 monthly, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. More scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast today. Overall rain chance about 60% with highs in the upper 80s. Damp and mild tonight with scattered showers and a low of 77. Rain chance bumps to about 80% for your Thursday with high temperatures again in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to the Mike Calta Aftershow.
I want to break free. I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. I've got to break free. God knows.
Welcome back to my Calta Aftershow, 1027 in the morning. It's Wednesday, July 2nd. I am Johnny B. Thank you for being here along with me. Guy that's been here almost the exact same amount of years as me. I think we're only a couple months apart in our employment.
I think so.
Corey Cardinal's here, which I just found out yesterday. We started talking about when we started. I'm like, holy crap, we started at the same time.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. We do have TM. We're going to the hotline here in just a second. Before we do that, we want to give you a quick update. We're getting information coming in right now about the P. Diddy trial and the verdict.
I have it pulled up here. I have the live portion of it right now.
The sentencing and all that jive going on. Let's just, we'll go to TM in like 1 minute, but until then, let's just hear what they're talking about real quick.
Saying she was happy to be involved. I mean, really, I think at the end of the day, jurors look at this and say, if these people didn't believe it was criminal, why should I? And back to looking at these cases, we look at these cases through the lens that the courtroom tells us. But all we can do is say we were not in the room when these things were happening. All we can do is look at the circumstances surrounding them, and everything surrounding it showed relationships between consenting adults. whether there was violence or not really wasn't the issue.
Former federal prosecutor Jim Trusty joins us now with your take. Jim Trusty.
Hey guys, good to see you. Look, this is a huge victory for P. Diddy. That's the reality of it. I think, when you really march backwards from the RICO
acquitted
was always
of
something
most
that was
serious
really
Oh, I knew it, dude.
innovative and difficult.
Money
When you're talking about
talks, money
one person
walks.
RICO, I kept waiting for other witnesses to come in and say, I too
All right.
pled guilty
So
to RICO conspiracy. That never happened. I kept waiting.
the major update here is it looks like most of the charges he's going to be acquitted on. When you hear things from a former prosecutor saying a major victory for P. Diddy, then yeah, you can imagine. Is he going to get jail time? We'll find out, but we'll update you before the show is over. We'll give you more definitive answers on all this stuff. It's rolling in right now in real time. Let's go right now on the hotline, waiting patiently to talk about Jurassic World Rebirth and more. It is TM Powell. What's up, buddy?
What's going on? Good morning, everybody.
How are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm hoping for not as much rain as they're calling for this weekend, but I don't know. It could be a little bit of a washout.
It's looking horrible.
I know. Are you fireworks guy? Do you go out and buy them and let them off in your yard there in beautiful Fishhawk?
I like fireworks. I like fireworks on the 4th of July. I don't like fireworks on the 8th of July.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
I agree.
Or on the 30th of June, because I've already heard them this week already.
I'm okay if you want to let off fireworks for like a 2-3 hour window in the evening on 4th of July or even New Year's. Go ahead, make your bang bangs, rednecks, and it's usually rednecks or really ghetto people. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It seems like the people that don't have money spend the most money on fireworks, which blows my mind every single time. I used to have these neighbors that were just the biggest nuisance. None of them had a job. Cops were called out every 2 days, but they somehow had fireworks every day of the year. They just had fireworks. I'm like, okay, it makes no sense. And my dogs freak out. I got my one rescue dog. She acts like, she's been in Vietnam. She has like PTSD. Anytime fireworks goes off, she's trying to crawl under the couch. It just sucks when they do it all night long. Mortars. Goddamn mortars. They're dropping bunker busters like they're trying to, stop nuclear facilities. It doesn't make sense. But, have your fun. But, yeah, I don't want that crap all weekend. But the rain might cause people to have to spread out the fireworks over a few days, and I hate it.
Yeah, and probably go to the movies, too. I know sometimes it's weird, but like rain in the summer can be good for studios.
I told my wife this morning.
They're looking for something to do. Yeah.
I told my wife this morning because she just found out she's off on 4th of July. She thought she was working, and she's like, I'm off on 4th of July. I go, me too. And I said, I really wanted to go out to Siesta Key and hang out with Pitbull Toddler, but to get over that bridge, it's one lane each way, and to leave Siesta Key afterwards and come all the way back into Tampa or Brandon area, it would be possibly a nightmare for me. So, and if it's raining and everything too, it's like, So I told my wife, let's go to the movies on Friday. We went Sunday night and saw 28 years later at the old GDX there in Riverview. And we had a great time, went to Walmart, got some, some snacks, snuck it in, like we always do. And, yeah, and ran into a couple of listeners that didn't tell me that they saw me until the next day. I'm getting DMs like, saw you at Walmart buying candy. I'm like, say hi, you weirdo. Jesus. But
this is a big one too this weekend with Jurassic World Rebirth. I mean, we've been kind of talking about July for a couple of months, and I know all the studios, theaters, they're really banking on this month to be big for them. With this being the first one, and it's going to get a head start because it opens today. And so it'll get those extra 2 days before the 4th of July weekend even comes. And then there's Superman next week. And then there's Fantastic Four at the end of July. So they got a lot of eyes on this. And this has been a franchise that, listen, say whatever you want about it. Like, it still makes big money because I always say that people love dinosaurs. Like, I've watched now 7 movies about how making dinosaurs are a bad idea. But if they opened a park tomorrow with dinosaurs, I'd be first in line.
I said the same thing, TM. I said the exact same thing.
Yeah. And I will tell you, let's start out with the good first when it comes to Jurassic World Rebirth. It is definitely better than the last two Jurassic World films that were terrible.
Yeah.
This whole franchise in itself, I mean, it's a lot more bad than it is good. Jurassic Park, and listen, take this with a grain of salt when I give this review, that is one of my favorite movies ever. It's in my top 5. I love it. I mean, I just think it's amazing. I think it stood the test of time. What I say is all these years later, like, it's still gorgeous. Yes. It's still awesome. And Johnny, we talk about Jaws being a horror movie. I don't think we give Jurassic Park enough credit for the scary scenes that it has in it. Like, true fear. Like, first time you see that T-Rex scene with the kids and the Explorer is insane how intense it is.
Yeah, when you see the water shaking and you're like, it's almost that same terror when you hear the Jaws music playing and you don't see them, but the girl's swimming and you're like, oh, crap.
Sure.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think for the same reason why Jaws doesn't get labeled a horror film is because it's more science fiction. You got like these
adventure, almost like the adventure film. Maybe even Jurassic Park can kind of fall into a disaster film because it is a park disaster.
It's true.
So,
it's such a horrifying film, though, that even now to this day, when I see ripples, I feel like there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex somewhere. I get scared for a second. Yes,
and it's just some fat girl next to you at Applebee's.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Lost World. I will defend Jurassic Park 3 for being just a fun movie. I do think there's some fun elements of Jurassic Park 3 because it just keeps it simple and dumb. I thought Jurassic World was cool. I love the nostalgia. Trust me, there's plenty of stupid stuff in there with high heels running from T-Rexes and things like that, and controlling raptors and the billionaire trying to save the day in a helicopter. Trust me, there's plenty of dumb, but these last two have been terrible. This one is better than the last two, for sure. Jurassic World Rebirth is definitely better than the last two. And I will say that the dinosaur action in this is awesome. Like, it's really cool. It's intense. There's mutant dinosaurs this time around, and they're pretty scary and cool. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's parts of it where they're hunting big dinosaurs, and one of the big dinosaurs that they hunt is the mosasaur, and that's the one in the water. That's like the big, dinosaur, shark, gator, whatever you want to call them. And there is a sequence when they're hunting him that's like almost reminded me of Jaws. It's so good. Like, I was like, man, I'd be fine if the whole movie was just them hunting the mosasaur. Like, that would be awesome to me. So the dinosaur action in it is awesome. It's really fun. The problem is the story, once again, pretty dumb, that they're trying to basically cure heart disease by getting blood of the dinosaurs. Listen, they don't get into it that much. And quite frankly, I think they know we don't really care about that.
Yeah.
But the problem more than anything is the human characters. So there's two sets of human characters. They're the kind of mercenary team, that's Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali, that are going to get the blood. Jonathan Bailey's with them. I would have rather had the focus been on them and their mission. But for whatever reason, it's like the Jurassic Park formula. They've got to have some type of innocence or family involved. And there's a family of 4 that are sailing across the Atlantic Ocean, and they get, in trouble, and they get picked up by this team, and they are a family of 4 idiots. I was rooting for the dinosaurs to get them.
That's so great.
I
love it.
I have never rooted for the dinosaurs more in my life. I was just like, oh my God, please eat them. Do something. Even though I knew they were in there for a reason. They were never going to get eaten. They were never going to get taken out. And I was just like, oh God, please just get rid of them. Because quite frankly, they took away from Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali, like, their story, because it's split in time. You have to go back and forth because they get separated, and you're just stuck with this family. Now, I will say this, that family is involved with the big anticipated T-Rex water scene that was in the original book, was cut from the original movie. It was in the video games. They did it a little bit in Jurassic Park 3, but this has been a big thing that fans have always wanted to see, this kind of river scene. And that scene is really cool when it's in it. But once again, like I said, I was like, oh gosh, please eat them, get them, please do something, get rid of these characters,
Isn't it funny that we do that? Like, even I was watching, the 28 years later, and my wife and I, we will do this with so many movies where normally they will kind of like, I don't know, it like foreshadow at the beginning if somebody's a real prick, like some guy's beating his kid, he's going to die. He's going to die in the movie. Or if some guy is cheating on his wife, you're like, oh, definitely going to die in the movie. And then there was a character like that in the movie the other night, and the movie ends, and I'm like, hey, the jerk off didn't die. Like, that's not a payoff. Like I wanted that guy to die. Like why? And then we're on the way home, and I go, what kind of world? Who are we now? Like where we're mad that this fictional character didn't get bludgeoned to death. You know, like it's crazy.
Well, I will say this, that Jurassic Park has a bad habit, and Corey knows this. He's seen them all, where they always have a corporate villain, you know, that is always dinosaur food. Like, it's not even to me, I almost wish that character would make it, because we were literally waiting the whole movie to see them happen. In the first one, it was the lawyer.
Yeah.
You know, in the second one, it was Hammond's nephew. You know, the third one really didn't have it because they were mercenaries, but obviously, you know, Jurassic World has it, you know, with, you know, different people, Vincent D'Onofrio's character, and you know, they just always have that corporate guy you want to, you know, take out. To me, I'm like, I think the Jurassic World movies, the franchise itself, they just need to take the B movie route at this point, because you are never going to match the original.
Right.
Like, stop trying. It's never going to happen. You will never compete with this legacy. And just kind of turn into like a fun B-movie adventure. I think we would all be okay with that if it was just dino action. Almost like the Fast and the Furious, Johnny, where I just want to see the cars go fast and jump things and explosions. Like, just give me that and we're cool. Like James Bond, just give me the gadgets.
Like a
cool fight thing.
Like a better produced, better budget Sharknado.
Yeah, I guess something. Well, you know, all joking around too, the Jurassic Park movies has also there's no like real stakes sometimes. It seems like everybody gets out okay. In the first one, obviously, they put people in peril, but they do wipe out some people along the way in it. And, you know, back to like Jaws, how like Jaws, you know, it will wipe out people. You know, and there's always been a lot of Jaws clones. I always would defend the Deep Blue Sea, because the Deep Blue Sea was not afraid to take out like main characters like Sam Jackson, all these other people in this big cast, where they you know, so there was real stakes. You had some real fear being on the edge of your seat. I think Jurassic World has kind of played it a little bit too safe at times, where I'm like, man, you got to have some real risks here. You know, put some real fear here. Like, when we first saw Jurassic Park, I mean, Spielberg had killed kids before in his movies.
Yeah.
That's something he had done before. So we weren't sure if those two little kids were going to get out of that Explorer.
That's funny. They need to shake up the formula for sure.
More death, more mayhem. We need it. We need 10 bad guys at the beginning to just be beating animals, and you go, oh, you can't hit an animal. You know, look at John Wick. You know, you kill a dog, 1,000 people got to die for that. You know, so yeah, I agree. We need a little bit more fear in a movie with giant dinosaurs, but still, it looks like it's going to be great enough to go and enjoy at the movies, right?
I think if you're going for just some dinosaur mayhem, it'll be fine.
And
like,
hot-ass Scarlett
if you're
Johansson.
going for any kind of if you're going for any kind of depth or character development, you can't come out of that complaining. I've already warned you. You're not going to find that here.
No Oscar talk.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about it. Mahershala is in that movie. He's got 2 Oscars.
I know.
Like, what are you doing focusing on this goofy family when you've got a guy that's, you know, got 2 Oscars? Like, he could bring a little bit more to it, a little bit more depth, make you care a little bit. But at the same time, like I said, they don't have any stakes. So I can't really say that this is a good movie, because it's not. But is there an entertaining dinosaur stuff in it and the mayhem? Of course, yeah, man. There's a lot of that, and the mutant dinosaurs are cool. If anything, I wish there would have been more of that, you know, with those mutant dinosaurs. But like I said, when you're spending a significant amount of time focused on 2 different groups of people, it's going to take away from everything involved.
It's like the WNBA. It's a bunch of big, tall monsters swatting at each other. I mean, it's you know, it's not like the regular NBA, but it's still fun.
Right.
Yeah. I'll leave that one there.
I'm sorry, just kidding. I just want to get some bad tweets at me. All social media at TM Powell Media on everything. Thanks, buddy, for calling in. What's the next big one next week? What are we doing? Superman?
It's Superman, you know, and I've heard mixed things, like love it or hate it. I know, Johnny, you said you saw 28 years later. See, I'm in the group that does love it, but there was a significant group that did not like it. They hated it. They didn't like it that it was a 2-parter. They felt that they were deceived.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a 2-parter because I knew that they'd already, you know, shot the Bone Temple and they wanted it to be a trilogy. But also, I will say that last 5 minutes I could see being very polarizing for some, because it was turning into this different movie all of a sudden. Now, am I interested with that group at the end? Yeah, of course. Because I was like, "What's happening here? We're turning into a Guy Ritchie movie."
I thought I was being pranked. All of a sudden, there's guys in tracksuits and gold chains doing flips, and I'm like, "What is going on?" Spoiler alert! But I'm like, "What is going on?" I looked at my wife. I go, "What was that?" Like, we just drove home confused, and I was like, I feel weird.
I agree with you there. And if anything, I just want them to explore the isolationism that goes on in that movie because, like I told you, for them, it's still 2003. That's the part of the story I thought was wild.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, well, we got to go take a break. Thanks, TM. I will talk to you hopefully next week about Superman.
Definitely. I'll talk to you then.
All right, stay safe. Don't blow yourself up. TM Pal, everybody. There you go. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll give our last quick update on the Diddy trial. Is he going to jail? Doesn't look like it. We'll let you know when we come back what we know.
It's the Mike Calta Aftershow on 102.5 The Bone. Breaking summer news. All the rooms at the Sky Beach Resort for the Bone Summer Beach Bash are completely sold out. But good news, you can still come out and party for free. Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of awesome events and hanging out with all your favorite people from the Bone. Plus, it's absolutely free to get in. It's all happening July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete, a bayfront oasis with a private beach at the southernmost tip of St. Petersburg in the Skyway District. No matter what you do, don't miss the Bone Summer Beach Bash, presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Special thanks to attorney Patrick Smith.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it, we've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Weather Type Mike is here again, and I'd love to know what kind of advice you would give homeowners who are thinking about replacing their windows.
Well, Michael, if you're thinking about replacing your windows, first off, don't wait for a hurricane to blow through to remind you. It's like realizing you're out of cookies right after you've already eaten the last one. You don't want to be caught off guard. My advice is simple. Do your research. Make sure you're getting energy-efficient windows and check the quality. Don't go for the cheapest option. Those windows are like that diet cookie. It sounds good in theory, but it's really not going to do you any favors. You wouldn't grab the off-brand cookies when the good ones are on sale, right? Same thing with windows. Quality matters, and trust me, I know a thing or two about both. And always go with a company that stands behind their product, kind of like I stand behind my cookie jar.
You can never put a true value on the things inside your home. Protect them from the start with weather-tight windows. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth. A horse whose mouth is filled with cookies.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Register to bid at Meckham.com for the return of Meckham's Florida Summer Special at Osceola Heritage Park, July 9th through the 12th, with 1,500 muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rods, customs, and more. That's Meckham.com.
Think selling your home is stressful? Try picking the wrong agent. Choose right the first time. Call Jeff Borum of Team Borum with eXp Realty and see how his cutting-edge marketing can get you the most money for your home. Call Jeff at 813-344-4287 or go online at jeffborum.com. That's jeffborum.com and start packing.
Brandon Ford's Red, White, and Blue Sale. Oh, it's big. Big inventory. Big selection. Massive discounts. Truckloads of new vehicles are arriving every day. Our biggest inventory ever. With no tariffs. Just historic low prices. New 2025 F-150 STX Super Cruise as low as $38,995. Save over $12,000 on new, loaded 2025 F-150 XLT 4x4s. Save as much as $22,000 on new 2025 F-150 Lightnings. Plus APR as low as 2.9% for 72 months. New 2025 Escapes at over $11,000 off MSRP. And new 2025 F-250 and F-350 Super Duties, including dualies, at $100 over factory invoice with a free custom spray and bed liner. It's the Red, White, and Blue Sale. Only at Brandon Ford, the largest volume Ford truck dealer in America. On Highway 60 and 301 in Tampa. And at BrandonFord.com on approved credit. No bull, no surprises, real prices.
NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, the NASCAR Cup Series in-season challenge revs up on the shores of Lake Michigan in downtown Chicago. It's the Grant Park 165.
Race Day Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram, #1 in the country. Now, back to the Mike Calta Aftershow.
Welcome back to Mike Calta After Show. A few more minutes with you, and then we'll turn it over to JP, which isn't actually JP today. It's actually Mike Olivero and this guy over here, Corey Cardinal. Who else is going to be in there with you?
I believe we have Monica in today, as well as Dizzy. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So Monica got to have a late day because I heard Eric doing traffic today.
Yeah.
So
I think because there's so we have best of for him for a little bit, and then we're going to be filling in as much as we can, and she'll be joining us whenever she can, but she has other obligations and stuff. So
I think I'll be joining you guys tomorrow. So
awesome.
Yeah, Mike Olivero asked me yesterday, and I was like, dude, I'm just like with the Bone Beach Bash. I'm in the building.
Yep.
Anytime anybody needs me, you just holler, and I will be there. Whenever you call me, I'll be there. What do we know since we talked to TM? Has anything else rolled through with this P. Diddy trial? I know the last we heard, it sounds like he's not going to be charged with most of the stuff, acquitted on most of it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and it just says not guilty, and it just keeps circling through.
Not
guilty on sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion.
Okay.
Guilty on transportation to engage in prostitution.
All right.
It's a slow.
That's not.
Flip.
That doesn't seem like that big of a charge.
Right.
You just transporting the hookers in, but you're not forcing them, or you're not participating in the trafficking of them. I guess there's a statute of limitations on him beating the crap out of Cassie on that video.
Yeah, and they did say that. I guess the basis of this trial or whatever was for all of the racketeering and all that stuff. And they were even saying that the jury was watching videos of two consenting adults of relationships. And yeah, there might have been violence or getting physical or whatever, but that's not what he was on trial for at this time. So and most of the charges, it looks like he's being acquitted on.
So you want to go to the live coverage real quick?
Yeah.
Analysis, their assessment on the witness testimony. We've seen some heated arguments out here this morning. A lot of people are hoping to get a glimpse of attorneys on either side to see whether they exit the courtroom today. There's so much interest in this case, Dana, as we've seen from the very, very start, from the moment that Diddy was arrested. The interest just skyrocketed. So many people wanted to know more about what was to come.
CB, stand by. I want to bring back Mark Eiglarsh. And I had a day, think about Cassie Ventura. She's on the stand, right? She was just a couple weeks away from giving
She was 9 months pregnant.
birth. And according to reports, she gave birth to a baby boy at the end of May. So she literally testified a week or 10 days before she went to a New York hospital and gave birth. And, she put her life out there for the whole public to learn about. And I don't know about your experience with witnesses who say, listen, I'm doing this, and people are going to learn some things about me, and it's not without risk, personal risk, Mark.
For sure. No, it's courageous. Listen, we tend in society to say you're a winner or you're a loser. And in this case, her charges weren't sustained by the jury, so she's a loser. That's far from the criticism that she should endure. She showed great courage by coming forward. The burden of proof is extremely high in criminal court. Not guilty doesn't mean that he's innocent. It means it wasn't proven. And in her coming forward, number one, he was exposed. We all know what he's about now, number one. And so he was very much harmed for the rest of his life. Secondly, without her testimony, I don't know that they would have been able to bring forward a conviction on the 2 counts that ultimately will keep him imprisoned, most likely. So
what about the rumor that he had something to do with Biggie and Tupac's death, Corey? Your take on that?
He'll get got.
Yeah.
But beyond all doubt,
I blame him for all the rappers' deaths. I think he gave Easy AIDS.
Josh Ritter, any comment
He's responsible
on that?
for all of it, man.
The freak-offs.
Yeah.
Easy was one of the first freak-offs, probably.
Yeah, I thought it was.
So there you go, folks. It looks like this guy's going to get off, pun intended. He's free. He's going to be free. So there you go. You can go to theboneonline.com. Of course, we'll have all the updates, all the news, everything. And, of course, links to everything you need on theboneonline.com, including replays of all the shows and things of that nature. Make sure you have the Bone app downloaded if you don't have it already, because tomorrow we'll have every hour a keyword for you to possibly win $1,000 like our friend Karen Weaver in Bradenton did. So make sure you get the app. It's free, man. Go get that money. We can all use money. You might need a lawyer one day because you lubed up a bunch of your neighbors. You never know. Live radio is coming next. JP is out, but 2/3 of his show is here, along with the Mike O radio show with Mike Olivero and that guy, Corey Cardinal. Thanks for sitting in with me, buddy.
Absolutely, man. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow live for the Mike Calta Aftershow, and then hanging out with Mike O and Corey Cardinal for JP tomorrow. You guys have a good rest of your day. Stay dry. Don't be an asshole. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Smiling with the rising sun, living like we've never done.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are real, raw radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic.
Woohoo! Hear that? That's what having fewer hot flashes and night sweats can sound like. Veoza is the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment FDA approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms, also known as hot flashes and night sweats, due to menopause. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash, an entire weekend of everything Bone. July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Petersburg. The Mike Calta Show, JP, Senning Show, and Drew Garabo Live will be there all weekend to hang out with our Bone fam. For all the fun and details, head to theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Do you hear that? That's your AC crying for help. John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. It's time to fix it now and save some cash. Hawkins is giving you 15% off all AC repairs now through July 31st. From mystery noises to total breakdowns, Hawkins has you covered in a fast, fair, and affordable way. No gimmicks, no fluff, just 15% off savings. Book now at HawkinsServiceCO.com or give them a call today at 813-445-8209. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Kickstart your betting journey the right way on Hard Rock Bet. New customers who bet just $5 get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's right. Bet $5, get $150 in your account to use like cash on your next picks. And Hard Rock Bet is turning your weekend nights up a notch. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night after 11 p.m., you'll get a profit boost for a live table tennis bet with matches around the clock. It's Hard Rock Bet. Bet on baseball, basketball, UFC, hockey, and soon NFL. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More, the place to go for sipping rosés with seltzers on ice, making margaritas with your favorite tequilas. It's warm out, let's go. Our prices are low on spirits, beer, and wine. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
Only at Total Wine and More. Drink